and finished it by saying, quote, "I do not talk to pawns. My attention is worth more."
It's Kyrie's flat world, and we're just living in it. What I mean by that is that the Nets have looked nearly unstoppable. Besides that Hornets game in which Terry Rozier just yammed on Durant. Alright, we're just not gonna talk about that one. Durant has looked like he never got injured, and Kyrie, well, Kyrie is playing at an MVP caliber level. It's time we talk about Kyrie, KD, and the Nets. What is up, dudes, dudettes, ballers, players? It's your boy MJ. The Nets have looked godly. There's no other word to describe it. Kyrie and Kevin Durant have literally been taking turns scorching the defense. But more importantly, they've been doing it in the flow of the game. It's not as if they've been ball hogging. Kyrie's actually averaging more shot attempts than KD, but it's more as if they've been going to the hot hand. Kevin Durant went on a mini run of his own in the third quarter, and then Kyrie did himself in the fourth. I guess that sage is really working. Let Kyrie be, bruh. He's just vibing. It's been a pleasure to watch them work, and Kyrie is finally doing something that we want him to do for years. But before we get into all that, I'm going to be doing some off the dome thoughts about the NBA at the end of every video because there's literally so much to talk about, and one topic is not enough to cover that. Also, subscribe if you're new. Let's try to get that sub percentage up higher than Kyrie's field goal percentage, which is above 60% by the way. Interestingly enough, both Kyrie and KD played all their minutes together against the Celtics. Yup, all 33 minutes that they were on the floor, they played together. Now normally with two stars, you would distribute their minutes so that there's at least one star on the floor. The Lakers do that a lot and still make sure there are times where LeBron and AD play together, mainly for the important stretches like the beginning of the game and the end of the fourth quarter. For the Nets though, it isn't a staggered attack, and in their 33 minutes together, they were a plus 28 against the Celtics. What this doesn't allow are concrete double teams without eventually leaving a defender to close out on Kyrie and KD. This leaves a lot of ISO situations in which both KD and Kyrie are pretty much unguardable. The defenses are definitely not having fun.
Thompson trying to stick him again, and it doesn't matter, folks. It just doesn't matter sometimes.
Why you bullying me?
There still are questions to be answered, like when a game is close, how will they handle close game situations? But that will come in time. Will Spencer Dinwiddie, LeVert, Jarett Allen all be okay with reduced roles? At the moment, the Nets look unstoppable. I think most people thought that Kyrie would play second fiddle to Durant, and while it is true that Durant is the more consistent scorer, Kyrie is also a professional scorer. I want to play this clip that LeBron said on a podcast.
I had so much confidence in him. I actually told Kyrie, I told him at one point while we played together that if you were not a league MVP someday, then you were selling yourself short, because that's how much I believed in him. Yeah. And it's part of the reason why I came back home.
Now, this may be LeBron just adding on praise to Kyrie and trying to boost up how much he was behind Kyrie at the time, but it's not so far-fetched. Curry had just won back-to-back MVPs. It was the point guard era, and we had seen what Kyrie was capable of in the finals and in all their playoff runs. Those two playoff runs by the Cavs, Kyrie averaged 25.5 points on 47% from the field and 41% from three. He made big shots. He's a career 39% from three. He was primed to be the next star. It's why we all thought that he could possibly lead a team on his own, even when he hadn't technically done that. I mean, that was the vision sold to Kyrie before LeBron went to the Cavs, that the Cavs would be Kyrie's team. When that didn't happen, Kyrie was like, nah, I ain't playing with LeBron, and just dipped.
I got a chance to develop and evolve as a man, and I just felt it was best for my intentions to leave.
I got you, fam!
Kyrie was playing fantasy sports and wanted to win big, and that's what the sponsor of today's video, DraftKings, allows you to do. DraftKings is a leading daily fantasy sports brand. There's legit a chance to earn millions of dollars in prizes. You get a chance to create the best team under a salary cap of 50 grand. You draft 8 players, 1 for each position, 1 guard, forward, backup, and 1 extra reserve. Like here, I'm going with Kyrie because he's going crazy. And then James Harden because that man put up stats regardless of what shape he's in. Yeah.
Covington on Harden. Pulls back for the lead. Oh, you've got to be kidding.
What?
And oh, Christian Wood, yeah, he's a sleeper. You want to rack up fantasy points for rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, and so many more. There's a chance to earn millions in prizes, and it's free to enter with your first deposit. Y'all be acting like the best GMs in the comments and roast everyone else for their moves, so here's your chance with DraftKings. Use promo code MJ2K all day when signing up to get a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with your first deposit. So go check out DraftKings, link in the description, and it really helps the channel out, so I appreciate it. Since then, Kyrie went to the Celtics, wasn't healthy, and then essentially had a weird logjam of a situation with so many ball handlers and shot creators, young pieces trying to take the next step, and Hayward trying to regain himself, with other guys like Terry Rozier having issues with a reduced role. These Celtics were a team with a lot of off-court problems, and then he hasn't been healthy on the Nets until now. We also labeled Kyrie a star, but stripped him from the superstar status he had after 2016. His stint on the Celtics made a lot of people lose faith in Kyrie. The media took over and pretty much made Kyrie out to be the villain. Now, Kyrie has made an absurd amount of comments, which is
necessarily think of Christmas as a holiday, so I'm just happy that I get to be with my family. So
You guys will have me back. I plan on re-signing here next year.
Wojnarowski of ESPN is reporting that Kyrie Irving will sign a 4-year deal with the Brooklyn Nets.
I'm all about safety, so see how it is on my knees, see how it is on everyone's bodies. I know that this is a pretty older court, so we'll see what's up.
I mean, it's transparent. It's just out there. It's glaring. It's pretty glaring that we need, one more piece or two more pieces that will complement myself, KD, DJ, GT, Spence, Karras, and we'll see how that evolves.
Look, Kyrie is quirky and he's not going to conform to what everyone wants from him. I'm not saying that Kyrie is going to win MVP. What I'm saying is that he's been capable of playing at this level for a while, and we're now finally seeing it. I never really made a video on the Kyrie situation in Boston because, well, it just didn't seem like the players felt that way. They all pretty much looked up to Kyrie. The main issue I had with Kyrie was that he was taking the LeBron passive-aggressive approach without being LeBron, and with an organization like the Celtics, who were never going to give him leniency. But Kyrie looks out for those he feels close to. Look at Tatum and Brown, who were tight with Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie and Tatum, really boys. This is what I said about Kyrie almost a year ago. I think Kyrie has the potential to be a great leader. He wants it, but obviously he's not perfect. Whether this comment will impact the Nets remains to be seen. So far though, no one but Terry Rozier has really said anything negative about Kyrie, which after all the turmoil and drama with all of his teams says a lot. Bruh. And I still stand by that. Kyrie and KD seem to get along. Durant even admitted that Kyrie beat him in a 2K game, which, if you know Kyrie and KD, that's a hard thing to admit.
What up, everybody? It's KD. Yeah, this is the first game of this 2K tournament.
Help me! Help me!
KD's already used to playing with a scoring point guard, but we really forgot how good Kyrie is because he wasn't playing. All we were hearing were the crazy comments without seeing him play, so over time, it began to affect our perception of Kyrie's play on the court. But Smart said one very telling thing when he was on the Celtics, that the Celtics could never truly understand Kyrie, and maybe that's it. It's not that Kyrie is a bad leader, a selfish player, it's that he doesn't know how to express what he wants in a way that others can understand. Props to Steve Nash for sure though, because so far, everyone is meshing, and Kyrie and KD look pretty happy. Steve Nash appears to be a player's coach, and that is important when handling personalities like these, so hey, big dubs to the Nets. We also have to remember the fact that Kyrie is entering his prime now. He turned 27 last year, but he didn't really play much due to injury. He's 28 now, and so maybe now we'll see the Kyrie that we thought we would see for years. Yeah, Kyrie is a bit on a hot streak right now, but we've seen that a bunch of times on the Cavs. Heck, even last season, in the games that he was healthy, we saw it. He had 2 50-plus point games in the 20 games he played. I think it's time that we focus on Kyrie's on-court play, not just his comments, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll see the rise of a superstar again. But what do you think? Shout out to my girl Samhita again for being first. This girl is on fire. Also, I'm going to be streaming tonight or tomorrow on Twitch. We might be playing 2K, COD, you know, whatever. It was really fun last time, so we're rolling with it. Alright, I know there's so much to talk about with the NBA, but Kyrie's little accessory, that elbow band accessory that he's been wearing, it reminds me so much of Kobe, because Kobe used to wear that too, and then Kyrie's taking the same shots as Kobe. It's kind of cool to see that tribute, that homage paid to Kobe. You know, rest in peace to the Mamba, but that's pretty dope. Also, James Harden. Man, James Harden's like that dude that, you know, never goes to class, never studies, but gets the highest grade on the test. And you're just like, what? James Harden had 44 points and 17 assists, did not practice with the team, did not really have a training camp, is not in shape, doesn't even know how to exactly play with his pieces, and just comes in and dominates. And James Harden, I'm still flabbergasted by you. I don't know what to say to you. You look like Pillsbury Doughboy, but if you can keep doing that, be the Pillsbury Doughboy. Pillsbury Doughboy is lit. It took CJ McCollum's 44, which is great by the way, Dame's 30 to stop James Harden. And okay, Christian Wood also had 31 points and 13 rebounds, which we're not talking about. I feel like we're just numb to stats at this point. Like Ja Morant had 44 points. Zion had a quiet 32 and 14, which we also have just gone off the hype of Zion. Why am I not seeing Zion stuff on my timeline? Are we just forgetting about Zion? We're just so used to stats now that we forget when 40-point games are just not the norm. But James Harden, what? And then the Clippers. The Clippers had 27 and a half. So Paul George, I was going to come here and say that Paul George is playing better. He's playing like a superstar again. He looks hungry. And then the Clippers have a 27-point game in the first half. What? And I know they didn't have Kawhi. I get it. But that's not an excuse. Alright, this is actually good for the Clippers because Ty Lue now has a game to be like, y'all also scored 27 in the first half. I don't want to hear shit from you. You got to listen to me. Just go to the strip clubs, bro. Just go. You're not going to be watching this. But I'm telling you, if you can do that and you can actually get your team to win, go to the strip club. Michael Jordan used to gamble all night. You go to the strip club. Same thing. The NBA, man. Where 27-point halves happen. If you like this vid, hit the like button. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new or you've been watching for a minute. It's your boy MJ. We out and we vibing.